And the people involved in leading to the comedy invasion is Quentin Lee and Koji Steven Sakai. Nice to see you.
Hello.
All right. I know this is like a garage recording, but we will do this anyways. Quentin Lee is a veteran LGBTQ BIPOC filmmaker and PGA member with over 10 feature films and 3 series distributed across global platforms like Netflix and Hulu. A graduate of every, what do you guys call that? University of, what do you guys call that university? A graduate of UC Berkeley, Yale, UCLA, all the best ones, right?
UCLA.
Yeah, UCLA. Yeah. And then he first gained acclaim with his 1997 feature Shopping for Fangs, a cornerstone of the Asian American New Wave. He has worked with Justin Lin, John Cho, and Joan Chen and other many actors. Koji Steven Sakai.
I don't have 20 feature credits.
Oh.
Yeah, you do.
He's like, I have 21, actually.
I have less.
Sure.
That's from, I won't say it again.
Okay.
That's from the search engine. Okay. Koji Steven Sakai is a veteran writer, producer with over how many? A lot feature credits and projects on major streamers like Netflix, Hulu, and Disney+. A collaborator with stars like Samuel L. Jackson, 50 Cent, Randall Park. Koji is also a published author, podcaster as well, and screenwriting educator at UCLA Extension and New York Film. What's that one?
New York Film Academy.
Oh, New York Film Academy. I went to VCU, okay, guys? All right, Michelle Malizaki.
Yeah.
Thank you. Japanese-American stand-up comedian and writer, Ichiban Mom comedy, Polite Savage Style. Michelle recently appeared on Rosie Trans Presents Amazon Prime Video and is a featured performer at San Francisco Sketch Fest 2025. Oh, this weekend?
Yes.
It's coming up. Buy your tickets. Let them know where to get it.
It's on Eventbrite.
Oh, okay, Eventbrite. So look for Eventbrite. Michelle Malizaki, sorry if I'm spitting on you. All right. Eric Escobar is a comedian who has performed all over the United States at clubs, colleges, and theaters independently with the Almost Asian comedy tour and opening for acts such as Rex Navarrete and Jerry Seinfeld. You can catch him on NBC's Last Comic Standing, BuzzFeed VH1, and his own TED Talk episode. All right, guys. Now that I made you suffer through that.
I'm a little offended I didn't get spit on for that one.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah.
I'm saying. If I could get well, it's part of the deal. Yeah, I'm into it. That's the problem. Yeah.
Thank you. You'll get your chance later.
Thank
What
you.
would you do to, for you guys, the question I have is, what did you think you did with Comedy Invasion that will help your local communities? Like for you, it's Canada, right?
Not necessarily, because we started in the U.S. So basically
Okay.
it's 2017, and I just wanted to create a television series. And I know we both know some Asian American stand-up comics, and it's like, wait, what do we do a television series? Because I think at that time you were starting to do comedy specials with Dwayne, right? We reached out to several people, including Atsuko Katsuka, Robin Tran. I remember I was looking for a trans comic, so. And then I found one. I just called, emailed her, and then she said, "Oh, you want to meet?" And then I went to her apartment to actually listen to her, to watch her set. And I was like, "Oh, let's do it." So, what do you think?
How did you find them?
Good.
On YouTube.
Oh, okay, great. Thank you to YouTube. And you?
Oh, I think it's just a matter of trying to find a way to for more diversity within all the entertainment, but Quentin and I have always worked in trying to get people out there and have people seen. You know, when I was a kid, I think it was like Margaret Cho, maybe, and then that's about it. I mean, I can't imagine other Asian Americans, so we wanted to make sure that we have a representation out there.
Right. And you guys are opening the doors. Did you have to audition any of them, or you just basically said
we
like
go
your work?
see the set. Like sometimes, Amy Hill, I know very well because I just knew she's around. So she said, I don't do stand-up, Quentin. He said, oh, well, but you can just do a show, right? A one-woman show. So it's, and then...
I like how you spin that. It's a one-woman show instead of a stand-up.
And then she said, okay, I'll do it.
I mean, what's great now is that everyone has their sets on YouTube, so we're able to watch everything on YouTube and then, watch them on Instagram and all that stuff.
It's tricky, though. YouTube is a tricky situation when you can get the actors or comedians to say their set, but it might not relate to you. Just, it's hard work. Comedians, it's hard work. So I don't laugh at all of them, and then sometimes I laugh that I'm surprised I'm laughing. So it must be pretty hard. Have you ever, not anyone in this table, because they're going to be on the next episode, but have you ever regretted a decision?
Yes, but I cause I can't talk
Why
about.
are you
Yeah,
looking at me?
I did not say
don't like that eye contact is made.
Yeah,
no.
we don't have to
I
name
quit.
names.
Just kidding. Bring me back. Bring me
We
back.
don't have to name names. It's okay. Now I'm going to go to Michelle and Eric.
Hey.
So basically, Michelle, ladies first, of course. For the audience out there, please tell us what Ichiban Mom is. Who don't know and doesn't know how to Google.
Oh, Ichiban means number one. I'm
Oh,
the number one mom.
okay.
And I claimed it first.
Uh-huh.
So I'm the number one. And people say like, oh, Ichiban, is that ramen noodle?
Yeah.
No, I'm the number one mom. Ichiban.
And since you talk about your family on your set, is there a line you would not cross on your joke about your family?
Well, actually, I guess I am starting to be picked up a little bit on algorithm because my family started to complain. And they're like, don't talk about me. So I'm like, I don't know, I have to change the settings so my kids don't see my set.
Oh,
And
yeah.
my stomach is like growling because
Well, they don't have to click on it.
I know, but like they hear from their friends like, oh, your mom was talking about you.
And you can't just change the names, huh? It would still be your kids.
Yeah, like
And Eric,
Hey.
you proudly say you're Filipino Mexican, and
Mexipino. There you go.
you
Merged
were a
together.
footballer in the past. How do you exercise your athleticism through comedy now?
Ooh, how am I a more athletic person through comedy?
Yeah.
I don't think I am. I think it made me a lazier couch potato, if anything. Driving those 8 hours to a gig, you're kind of just chilling. What's interesting, though, is I did football in high school, and I was a big kid. And when you're a big kid, everyone's like, oh, football, basketball, or whatever. So I just naturally did it because I thought that was the move. And then typical California day, it was raining and we just didn't have football practice because it was like, oh, the rain's going to mess everything up.
Copy.
So I ended up waiting for my dad to pick me up in the theater where I saw an improv team doing their thing. Joined up the next day. I quit football and joined improv. And I was like, that's my
Football,
comedy
soccer, or
start.
football?
Football.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll ask you, do jokes expire for you guys? Would you guys consider yourself level, like, or how do you tell yourself when you're getting better? So those two-part questions. Sorry
For sure.
about that. Michelle,
I
when
hope
did
I'm
jokes
getting
expire?
better at it. And also, I didn't get to practice speaking English before. Now I get to speak more. Maybe I'm speaking better. I don't know.
I think jokes can expire. I was doing a bit for a long time about Internet Explorer, and I'll bust it out every once in a while now, and people are like, what's that? You know what I mean? Every Gen Z person's like, we don't know what that is. Safari, you know what I mean? So it's interesting, like sometimes, I wouldn't say there's an expiration, but there's like an adjustment you have to make. During the pandemic, Zoom shows were wild. Everyone was doing Zoom shows. I would wake up at 7 a.m. and do one in like Malaysia, and then I would do one at like 5 p.m. in like London. It was weird the way it worked out, but I had a joke about Goodwill, and they didn't know what Goodwill was, so I had to change it to like charity shop. So
Oh,
sometimes
yeah,
it's not
cultural,
always
yeah.
like that, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not expiring. I just got to like change it to your vibes. And I don't know. What was the second part of the question?
When do you think you're going to do some kind of physical, because comedy is within verbal and also physical, based on the legends of Dick Van Dyke and
For sure.
all those other, I forgot his name.
I thought you were going to
but-
say something.
Yeah.
else,
Buster
like,
Keaton, very physical.
Yeah. But there's so many actors who did that. Abbott Costello, I know no one knows unless they're like over 55. But tell me, what do you think about adding physical comedy, or that wasn't in your wheelhouse yet?
I'm into it. I just feel you got to scale it. I feel like if you're jumping around, running around in your first minute on stage, that's a really high bar to set. The energy's super high. Where do you go from there? So I think like if you start a little more maybe stoic or low key, and you start getting a little looser, and you start getting more physical like throughout your set, you kind of open up that there's somewhere to go. So I think that's how I kind of look at it. I like to like come on a little more boom, and then start getting a little more playful as we progress. Yeah.
I have pressure as an interviewer to do the first question to engage viewers. How do you guys do the first joke? How do you choose your first joke to engage them and not sign out?
I try to typically start out with some type of, I wouldn't call it crowd work, but something that isn't just like a straight joke. You know what I mean? So I try to do something where it's like, oh, the comic before me, because then it's like, oh, we're we're locked in. You're doing something that we saw, and we now feel connected because now we know that you saw that. I'm also like a big believer in like just get an applause right off the back. Hey guys, I just lost 100 pounds. They're in. You know what I mean?
Oh,
hey guys,
invite them
I just
for
graduated
applause.
from college.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Boom, they're in.
Yeah.
I have a kid. You know what I mean? Boom.
Yeah.
So something that gets them boom from
Warm
the
them
top.
up. Warm them up.
Yeah.
What about
I
you,
should
Michelle?
take notes. I had no idea what stand-up comedy is till I started it. So I took like a coaching session, and then my coach told me, don't do fluff up. You just go straight to jokes. So maybe I should.
Well,
So actually, to make it easier, actually we do have a fluffer. We do have an opener for each night that we're shooting. And the first night, I believe, is George Wang, who was actually in Comedy Invasion
Oh,
2.
nice.
He's
Yeah.
going to be opening for you guys. So
Skateboarder.
yeah, it helps just to like, warm the audience up, because when you want them to come on, the audience already warm. And actually, Koji has been doing that too. But you have to do a little bit.
No.
Yeah, you've been opening and sometimes we have to tell you've been doing it. I think for the first comedy.
Right, you don't even look like a fluffer. That's
Cody's doing a
awesome.
tight 90 right before.
I don't
every
think
shoot.
I don't think we had warmer for
We did.
comedy. We did.
We did,
Oh,
yeah.
right.
We hired people.
Yeah.
Wow. I
But
didn't know comedians have fluffers.
One
That's
warmer that I
awesome.
found was really interesting for this season is this 9-year-old boy that actually goes to school with my son, and they send me. And I saw this like little cool beans kind of like thing, and then they said, oh my gosh, I should have him open. So that's what he's hired to open for the second day, which is for you guys, I think.
Love it.
That's the Sunday,
How,
right?
how does that work out with kids then? You said how?
I don't know. It's first time trying. But,
Studio teacher. Anyways, so Quentin, here's my other questions for you as I change over. Some people mention on camera that they don't need education. They have on the job set training. Like being on set and all that, or acting on the job. Based on your expansive education, 3 major schools, how would you encourage that as an alternative?
Encouraging education, I think, is always very important, because especially for a writer, right? Because I wanted to be a writer, so obviously if you don't read and you don't get educated enough, how do you write anything? I mean, but it's different for a performer per se, because I think that I think one thing I do appreciate about British performance is they're very trained. Like they're prepared, they're trained, and there's a lot of craft in it. And you know what? I mean, it's like, but regardless, I think whether you say whatever, you should, if you really want to act or perform, you really have to do the work, whether it is just by going to classes or doing real experience, because that's how you become to be a better artist, right? There's no way around it.
And there's no rush. I love that you don't have a bubble. Thank you very much for me to be really close to you right now. Sorry, but I like that where. It depends on the person. It's case by case, but I honestly think education is pretty good, because it gives you some kind of backbone, and after that.
But also education can be different. It's not like traditional bookish education. Like I've been dancing for 20 years. I go to the Edge. I go to Millennium. I take dance classes, and that's education. I mean, I'm learning about performance, right? So it's not like when you say education, that doesn't have to be a very traditional way of looking at education, just like going to take a class, reading, stuff like that. But it's for performance. I'm curious. How do you guys educate yourself or to become a better stand-up or performer?
I went back and got a master's. I have an MFA in comedy and improv.
Wow.
Really?
So
Wow.
I agree. I feel like even in improv, I feel like if you take a 101 class or level 1 class, even if you've taken a million of them, you're gonna learn something. You know what I mean? You're gonna pull something out of there. But I really kind of took it more the academic route, and I'm like, let me get a tangible degree in this. Partially because stand-up isn't necessarily the most lucrative career, and I can probably teach later. So it was kind of cool that I was able to do it, and it's interesting because you always want to better yourself, and I feel like that was a way I could tangibly be like, okay, cool, this was a level up. You know what I
And
mean?
Michelle, she does singing class or song
I have
class.
taken music classes
music
for the
classes.
last 3 years, so because I want to be a
That's-
one-hit wonder.
But I'm very curious. I'm very curious, Michelle, because you also do a lot of music videos and stuff like that, and you wrote your own. Can you talk a little bit about that?
I wanted to be. I still do. I want to be a one-hit wonder, and I wrote a song called "Nap Time" by Napster. Well, it was like Easter holiday, spring break, and I used to sing songs to entertain my kids, just like improv.
Your kittens
songs.
or kids?
Kids.
Okay.
I
Just
also
checking.
have a
Double
kid.
checking.
I also have a yeah.
Just checking.
And then just one chorus came up, so I just wrote the whole song, and then it's a short song, and I thought it was gonna be my one hit, but it didn't. But it became a official song for National Napping Day,
Oh my God!
Wow.
Which is
That's
what
amazing.
day? Which is what day?
which is the Monday after the daylight saving time.
Oh my
starts,
God,
Because
that
you
sounds
lose
amazing.
an hour, so you get to take a nap.
So
1 hour.
Nap for Napster,
Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
on YouTube.
Yeah, it's
So we need to do something
And
together
Napster.
because
It's on YouTube and
I
Napster.
created a song too.
Oh, you-
Oh
It's
my
called
God.
Can't Stop My Dreams. It's coming out because it's part of
Oh.
it's part of this new feature called The Way You Dance that I'm doing, and it's got signed to 604 Records, Carly Rae Jepsen's label. So
wow.
yeah.
I'm glad you're able to reveal that. Some people don't say anything. Okay, so one of the other questions I have is, Koji, when you're writing film and television, how do you make it so that you do not repeat the dialogue in all your scripts? I know this is off topic, but it's part of like you add comedy to your scripts.
Yeah. So I mean, ultimately, it's through the voice of the characters. So each character is different. So they would hopefully don't talk the same. But generally, that's why I don't recommend writing multiple scripts at the same time.
Oh my God! that
But
makes
what
sense.
ends up happening a lot of times is that
Yeah.
the stories start to merge and you start getting like similar conversations and similar dialogues. I try to write individually each episode, each thing at a separate time. But sometimes that's not possible. Sometimes you have to write multiple things, and then you just have to be cognizant that I'm not repeating words and trying to be different and just making sure that they sound different.
Yeah, that's a really good tip. It's a comedy hack right there. So I'll ask you one other question is that when you a friend of mine, Ali Shearer, who I interviewed already, he told me that he doesn't. Okay, the scenario in context is that I was hanging out. A lot of comedians hang outside of the comedy location.
Yeah, because we can't do drugs inside. So we have to
Oh,
do it
yeah,
outside.
I got it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's cool.
informative.
The
Yeah.
parking lot, yeah.
Yeah. So when I see that, I go, "Why don't you guys go hang out and support your friends?" Because all the comedians mostly are friends, right? No offense to anybody who isn't. So basically, oh, nice. Okay, basically, I just want to know. He said that he doesn't want to hear his friends' jokes because he doesn't want to copy them, and I find that very intuitive. Because I think you naturally would hear something and repeat it. That's why they say the lines from movies. Do you guys do that too? You guys like step aside and
No, I don't. I like watching because I like to get what they are talking about because premise. Stealing sounds terrible, but like premise, you can have it. You just have to have different punchline with your own point of view. So the premise, if premise can't be stolen, then you can't talk about your ex-girlfriend.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. So and the
So
subjects.
you steal Michelle's what I'm
Steal,
hearing.
yeah. Steal the girlfriend.
Michelle's comedy invasion special is going to be like, so I'm Mexican and Filipino.
Yeah.
It is an idea.
Fun name. Aaron.
Be careful, but because in last season when we're shooting one comic, which again, like I would name whom,
Tell.
during the production of that episode, we got a text from someone saying that this person stole the joke, but at the end it wasn't turned out to be real. So again, like it's this type of attribution, it's real. So I think a lot of times it's like you could have the same. It's not unlikely that you end up having the same joke, right? But at the same time, like I feel like you should really be informed and really know as much as possible. So if you have a similar joke, you can just change it.
That's what they do with titles when they try to come up with the title of a script. They have to look it up. And
It's
Not
always-
necessarily, because
Right?
titles are not copyrightable.
Oh,
Yes,
interesting.
correct. So legally, titles are not copyrightable. So you can have two movies the same title, but if you have the same movie, let's say E.T.'s out and you have the same movie called E.T. and it's about an alien or whatever, then they can sue you because you're actually infringing the copyright by kind of passing your E.T. as their E.T., right? And that becomes a copyright infringement. But by nature, copyrights are not. Titles are not copyrightable.
Thank you.
That's the first kind of rule I learned going to film school.
And what were you going to say, Eric?
He likes to
I
steal everything.
I steal
Yeah.
everything.
So
all
both
of
of you
it.
guys have a bonding right now.
Yeah,
about
stealing.
In a
stealing.
way, yeah. I am stealing Michelle's set for Vision.
But like you could talk about like parenthood.
Yeah.
You could talk about it because it's the premise.
Copy.
Yeah.
I feel like
And then people who don't have kids can talk about parenthood.
Exactly.
Kitty
They can
cat.
talk about their parents.
They're
Yeah,
dogs.
yeah.
You know what I mean? They're Chihuahua.
Oh, or yeah.
I do feel though that like I kind of on the opposite end though, because I am a little afraid of watching other people's sets and then doing something similar, because I feel like I've seen like comics like straight up getting fights about like, oh, that poop joke is a little similar to my poop joke, and it's like,
because
what do you guys?
You both poop.
Yeah, we all poop.
Yeah.
I don't.
I don't
Never
poop,
in my
yeah.
life. I'm a number one
don't,
only
because
guy.
I'm a
I'm the
princess.
Ichiban.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Oh yeah, it's tricky. It's tricky. I think it's when people complain about that. I'm guessing. I have a degree in sociology. Okay, I'm guessing that's ego. It's
Yeah.
ego. So
But it does happen.
Yeah.
And people do steal
Well, you
stuff.
work for a
Oh,
year,
for the other
2 years
people.
on one joke, and then you go to a mic and someone has something almost similar. You know, you're gonna want that ownership. You're gonna be like, I've been trying to work this out forever, and
And for comedians, you don't want that
Yeah.
reputation. Right?
yeah,
No, you
exactly.
don't.
You can't have
Yeah.
the reputation that you stole. Because there are comedians out there that have that reputation.
I did a midnight set once, a midnight set out here, and I remember after I did it, I got home. It was probably 3 a.m. and a comic from the East Coast, so it would have been like 5 a.m. or something for them, hit me up on. It might have been MySpace, but it might have been on Facebook. It was a long time ago, and they're like, "Hey, I heard you did my bit." I'm like, what bit are you
What?
talking
Wow.
about? And it was a new joke that I tried that night, and I guess someone at the show had a friend, told them, hey, this guy's doing a joke that's similar to yours. So word travels fast, you know what I mean? From the Valley to Baltimore.
But how did they find out about your show? Because was it
Somebody was there.
broadcast?
Because I think someone was there and was like, oh, that guy, Eric, did a bit that was similar to your
but it
bit.
wasn't because it's just the same premise.
But it's wild how
Yeah.
word just travels, and you don't want that rep of like,
Yeah.
oh, you took something.
Reputation is everything.
So how do you deal
yeah.
with it? I'm curious. Like,
You record everything and you have timestamps and you're like, hey,
Oh.
and I feel like if it's a bigger comic or on a big showcase, I think my rule is who got it on TV first.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You get it on TV first, that's
exactly.
your bit.
Yeah.
I might have had it before you, but
That's-
you're the first one to get it on Comedy
That's why you
Central.
post it on YouTube so that it gives you some type of like legitimacy of
Or
your
tweet
joke,
it
right?
out,
Yeah.
or put it on Threads. No one will see it on Threads. You know what I mean?
I
Just
don't- I don't check
Blue
the
Sky,
Threads,
or just
yeah.
like, oh, it's there, it's timestamp.
but none of that really got into like anything legal trouble, right?
No, but I'm curious if there's like precedent. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, you can't.
oh.
I mean, you can't copyright an idea. You can
That's
only
true.
copyright something tangible, right? So
Right, the
something
story,
that's
the
video.
actual story.
Well, not. I mean, like, it has to be written. It has to be like. So I can tell everyone, like in my class, I could tell people what I'm writing,
Right.
and then all of them would write. They could write different things. Like I can't copyright aliens coming to America and taking over, right?
That's
But
still
but if I have an actual script and then they take the actual script, that's what, or a synopsis or a log line or something that's tangible. So in a joke, it has to be like you can't copyright like a poop joke, but if it's a specific thing and a specific way, and you know, and it's clear that you could like, because it's really hard to prove. I bet. I mean, it's just like stealing scripts. It's really hard to prove. But then, you know, sometimes it is. Like, one of my friends got his stuff stolen. So
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, because I think that when I
Fine,
went to
Michelle.
you have to
screenwriting,
prove it.
well, again, went to screenwriting school, I took my first screenwriting class. I was 18 years old, and they said, like, you know what? Don't even worry about that, because feel honored if your stuff is being stolen. An idea from you is being stolen. Feel honored. And just because you have to, regardless, you have to show your script around,
Yeah.
and you just can't be precious about it, right? As an artist.
Yeah, no,
and then,
that's
but,
a bad thing. Yeah.
yeah. So like, but if you worry about it so much, then you probably not gonna be that creative. And
Copy.
so what? Like,
Yeah.
you know.
I mean, if
and-
you don't show, you can't sell.
yeah.
Right? If you don't show anybody, because there are people who are really afraid of getting stuff stolen. I'm like, well, then it's never going to get made. Because
Well-
you can't. If you don't show it to somebody, then how is it
People
going to get?
stole joke from me verbatim.
Oh.
Really?
But, yeah,
Wow.
but that's good because
What?
because I'm me. And then this white guy stole my joke, and he looks so racist. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I write.
That's his,
that's
that's his
so
karma.
Like, you
That's his
can't
karma.
steal it. Because
Okay, quickly, I know for sure that, sorry for saying that, but I keep saying, mama.
Mama, man.
So, Michelle.
Yeah.
You don't curse on your sets.
I don't.
Do you?
Yeah, I don't usually because
Yeah.
that I didn't brought up cursing in English. That helps.
No.
And your kids curse, I believe. Your 9-year-old. I was like, my son is always using F words. Like, Wow, it's like I just and you can't tell them not to curse.
I tell my son all the time not to curse.
My daughter
You tell
called me
really?
B word.
You tell them I just wake up in the morning. I don't want to, I don't want to hear this thing.
Well, my thing is only because they push for Asian females to curse because it sounds funny. A lot of times.
When did it do for comedy?
The trend for like years. It seemed to me, but that's because I curse off camera, right? But I try not to. But I remember back in the day when no Asians were cursing except Margaret Cho. And
you mean I didn't know that.
yeah, if you watch, now the trend is.
Oh
shit!
But
I
it's
just
the
cursed on
ladybug.
camera. Thank you
Oh.
very
You're all
much.
good. You're all good.
Yeah.
How
Make a
what
wish,
happens
make a
when
wish.
the ladybug
Make a wish.
comes?
Make a wish.
Home run.
Oh my God, so
wow.
beautiful!
Oh,
wow, we
now
got
you
it
make a
on
wish. Now you
camera.
make a
That's
wish.
amazing.
Okay.
Everyone's gonna kill their
Yeah.
special.
Oh man, it's
Super
getting
good.
real close to you,
Where is it?
Quinn.
Where
It's
is it?
getting real
Right under your
close.
chin, right under-
Oh,
oh,
now
it's
it's
inside.
shot.
No, you're scaring me.
It's outside.
No, it's outside,
It's
honey.
outside.
It's outside.
You're good. You're
Yeah,
good. You're
that's
good.
good.
Okay.
Go
Okay.
darling.
Okay.
Open the
Wow.
window.
Wow.
Yeah.
Bye.
Ladybug.
I did not
Thank you.
kill any insects on camera. Okay, so
But
now.
off camera, she's been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only at home.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a cute ladybug, though.
Yeah, it was. And to make
I
a
didn't
wish-
overreact.
I know. I always overreact. What?
I made a wish. Yes.
Okay, good.
Ladybug
All right,
follows you, make a wish.
to end this amazing energy, and thank you for coming up and being patient about my sound. So I'm going to ask each of you a couple of questions, and you just answer. Quentin, you know what? I should do ladies first.
Oh,
Okay,
me?
Michelle,
I was
Michelle,
gonna-
and look that way, please.
Okay.
Star Wars or Star Trek?
You have to choose one.
Star
Oh, you have to
Trek?
choose one.
Okay, book or song?
Book. Oh, song. Book. Song.
Do you have a book or a song that you like right now?
I don't know. I like my song Bagel.
Oh.
My own song. So use it on Instagram
Good.
or TikTok.
Good promotion. Yeah.
Bagel by Michelle Malizaki.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Streaming or a movie theater?
If you are paying movie theater.
Superpower?
Yeah. Super. Oh, super.
You have to pick one.
Super or power? All right, do you want to be
Super or power?
Yeah.
No, pick a superpower.
Pick a superpower.
Superpower.
All right,
Which
cool.
one?
Do you want to fly? You want to see through things? Super
I
strength? What do you like?
Power.
Just
Just
power.
power,
Okay, just
straight
power.
power.
Just power. Mom or dad?
Mom.
Okay. And 3 things you want to bring in a box. If you had to bring it,
A box.
yeah. Like if you had to escape. If you had to escape.
Escape.
Yeah.
Oh, what
What would you
like-
bring with you?
Gosh, rope
Okay, that's yeah.
It makes
okay.
sense. It makes
And
sense.
and rope and something.
yeah, 2 other things.
Two
Oh,
things.
three
yeah, You
things.
can bring a bagel.
Okay,
you can
rope.
bring yeah.
And gosh, I don't know bagel.
There you go.
Bagel.
It's one bagel.
And just
Cream
one of your
cheese.
kids.
Cream cheese. Okay, I eat with cream
Yeah,
cheese.
because I don't want to.
So I should have done this like one by one. But okay, Star Trek or Star Wars?
Ooh, I'm gonna go with David Lynch. All right, cool.
Okay,
Let me go there.
fair. You.
Me? Star Trek.
Oh,
Star Wars.
Okay.
Interesting.
Book or song?
I want to say book, but I'm a song guy. I know it. I don't read. I haven't read it.
What song?
My karaoke song is Super Bass by Nicki Minaj.
Oh.
So I'm gonna
Whoa,
go with, I'm gonna go
she
with
is
that.
in the news right now. Okay.
Yeah, actually, no. Let's go. let's go Sesame Street.
Yeah,
Let's
okay,
go. Let's go
okay,
Miss
just
Rachel.
checking on that.
Phonics.
I
There
do
you
book.
go.
I do book.
And what book?
Off Grammatology by Gayatri Spivak, which I still have to read
Oh.
since grad school at Yale.
Oh my God.
I need to finish off.
Book. Great Expectations. Right now. I'm reading
Oh
that.
wow. Streaming or theater?
I want to say theater, but I'm probably streaming more. So I'm gonna go with streaming. Yeah.
Because you're
I got
couch exercising.
my couch exercising.
Yeah.
Yes, I feel like I'm a new dad, which is really exciting and wonderful. But I don't know when I'm ever gonna go to a movie theater again. I feel like I'm stuck at
Oh, wait.
home.
Wait till they get older.
Okay. I'm
Yeah,
very
four
excited
or
for it.
5, right?
Yeah.
So Quentin?
Streaming, because Koji and I actually run a streaming platform called aam.tv.
Did
so-
not know that it was not on Google. And?
Well, I should say streaming now, but I like theater. I like to go to movies.
It's okay. No one's judging you.
I'm judging me.
Yeah.
Superpower?
Oh, my superpower would be, oh man, if I could like learn things faster, that'd be really cool. I've been restarting.
It's called AI.
I've been restarting like French on Duolingo, like every like 6 months, being like, I forgot everything.
You know what?
So,
I like that. I like the struggle. You
Yeah,
should do that.
it's a big struggle.
Yeah, and then you have better memory on your languages.
I know, I gotta eat more ginger.
Mind reading, so I know what everybody wants.
Oh.
Stopping time.
Oh.
What time do you want to stop?
No, just like stopping it, like not being like being able to just
Oh, okay.
literally stop it.
Like,
Yeah.
mom or dad?
I'm a new dad, so I'm gonna say dad.
Of course, right?
Yeah.
For yourself.
For me, yeah, I'm a selfish guy. That's all ego up here, baby.
Quentin?
Dad, just because I'm a single dad.
Oh, you are? Oh, congratulations. Okay.
Dad. I'm a dad.
Okay. 3 things you want to bring in a box.
Ooh, I would bring, oh man, some like oxtail soup. I
Oh,
love
yeah,
some
very
oxtail
good,
soup.
very
That'd go
good.
in the box. Keep that box steady. Don't be dropping the soup. A spoon to eat said soup, and then unlimited wishes. That's what I would bring. I would
Dude,
bring, like,
unlimited wishes is not like naturally realistic.
It's not, but that's my answer.
Okay, okay. You know what? You're right. Because if people say the fly, that doesn't sound
Just
happy
one
either.
genie who can just like replenish more oxtail soup. Yeah.
And
I have very little choice because if I go anywhere, if for emergency, I would take my 2 birds and my tortoise, my son's tortoise with me. So.
Not your son though.
Yeah, none of us said our kid yet. None of us said our
No.
In a box, you
No.
can't put him in a box. You have to like kill him.
No. The
Chop him up.
family,
Ooh.
the family is given. The family's given.
Okay. Well, so do pets count?
He has a
Why
bunch
would I
of.
would
He
have
has
put
a
my dog
farm.
there? Because then he'd die. She'd die.
Who?
My dog would die.
You don't put him in a box.
I could put it in a box. Anyway, I'd do a sat phone. So then I could actually a sat phone, like satellite phone. So I could call
Oh,
everybody.
satellite phone.
I put a gun.
Aren't these phones satellite?
No,
All
Oh,
phones are
interesting.
satellite,
So the
no,
earthquake.
like a military style that I could call it.
Call
yeah,
anyone
yeah,
or-
works better than the others. Yeah.
A gun for sure, and just lots of money, cash, gold, or no, better gold.
Unlimited
Gold
wishes.
is gold
you
is
know what I mean?
gold is
Same
up right
thing.
now.
You
Gold
need a
is
very
up.
sturdy box.
Well, he has a
That's for the
child
end
to
of,
hold
that's
the
for the
box.
end of the world.
Why is your box Fort Knox? Why are you trying to bring a whole building?
Yeah. Well, thank you guys for coming to OG Yoke Podcast. I hope you guys reach out and tell people about us, and because we're a small organization trying to amplify voices in a community to upgrade the community in their diversity. And we are not just DEI, so don't worry about it. And thank you, Quentin Lee, KOJI Steven Sakai. Yeah, finally. Michelle Malizaki and Eric Escobar.
Malazaki.
Yeah.
Oh, no, yeah, Escobar.
Malazaki.
No, he's pronounced
Thank you
perfect,
so
yeah.
much,
And also
guys.
we have you guys can get tickets.
Oh yeah,
for
I'm
the
sorry.
show.
Thank you.
It's February 14th and 15th. It's at the Japanese American National Museum in Little Tokyo. Tickets are on Eventbrite, so you can look it up. Or you can just look us up.
Right.
So I'm gonna do my thing now, so that
Okay,
get it over
and you
with,
guys
so.
can check it out on Michelle Malizaki's website. You can get it from that too, the Comedy InVasian
Yeah.
tickets. I just saw it. so
Or
I saw it.
Eric Escobar's MySpace.
Oh,
All right. Or my, or
Oh,
my
just
Tango, my
comedyinvasion.com.
Tango.
For that.